Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. Today we have to offer the 1989 328 GTB Ferrari. This is about as classic as you can get via the 80s here, folks. We've been very fortunate recently to get a couple of these 80s models in here recently. The others are sold. They're out the door. Here's the next one, 328 GTB, gated shifter, bright red. Tan leather interior. It's got some pretty low miles, folks, on the odometer. It's just got little normal wear. There's no gouges, there's no creases, there's no great big dents, there's no body panels that don't line up. It's all here, and it's just absolutely outstanding. Quincy, if you come over here and get this wonderful shot right here, and I'll go on the other side. And then we'll boil down. Folks, my name is Scott. I'm your living, breathing condition report here at Celebrity Cars. I'm the guy that goes over all the chips and scratches and dings and curb rash and all those kinds of things. If you want to learn more about this particular model, its options, its Carfax, service records, all that stuff, you're going to find that out at celebritycars.com. Or you can pick up the phone and you can call the guys here and you can go over all these things. This is I think I've said this four or five times in the 400 cars that we've had here. I'll say five just to be safe. This is a must see. You got to come see this car. It's really something. So yeah, I'm not your Ferrari restoration guy. I'm not your Ferrari aficionado. So you might see a couple things in the video here that you're like, hey, what's going on there? Well, give us a call. Give us a call. We'll talk about it. I don't know what's correct and what's not, and all these things. But I can look at paint. I can tell you where scratches are and all that kind of stuff. So come on in here. Let's look at the nose cone of this entire '89 Ferrari here. And let's see. If you've ever watched any of our videos before, I kind of sort of half tempted to rate paint sometimes, and boy, I just want Quincy's behind the camera, folks, and Quincy's honing down on the paint so you guys can see everything that we've got going on here. And once Quincy's honed in on it, took a look around a little bit, then I'll get down on my hands and knees and get in here and start to observe scratches and nicks and chips and such. But what I'm attempting to do right now is to show you folks that standing here, let's see, we like to call them 10 footers, we like to call them 5 footers, 2 footers, whatever. I'm literally inches from the car, and yeah, I see little things. It's just normal wear, folks. It's just normal. In this vent area right here, you could see it's got a little bit of road wear. You see little things going on here, maybe touch up paint every once in a while, but not until you get right up here can you see all these things. Now, a fancy camera behind, next to me right now can, do it from 10 feet away. But our normal eyes just standing here looking at this, it's got a little bit of normal wear, folks. Right here, I've got a couple chips. There's one small one right here. There's a really small one here. Around the headlights, there's a small one right there. Every once in a while, my eyes will catch little itty bitty blips. This is just really, this is a special car, folks. This is a pain in the ass to do. So be patient with me here. If you want to fast forward this part and just call us and buy it right away, you probably should. But in the meantime, if you're picky like I am, and I have to do my job here, I'm going to let you know these things. So yes, we have some normal road wear in here, maybe some paint chip stuff. There are no cracks around any of these headlights. There's a small chip here, but from what I understand, what you really want to look for is cracks in the body panels and stuff, and there's no cracks around either of these lights. Let's get all the way down here, Quincy. Down here in this lower valence, this black portion right here, because of a license plate that was installed, there's 2 holes right here and here. That's just some touch up as well, or unless you need a license plate up front. In your state, there's 2 holes there ready to go for you. Folks, the headlights down here, or these marker lights, and turn signals are all seen to be in great shape. None of this is broken down here. This grill seems to be in really nice shape. I see, the grill ends here on this side, and then the grill ends a little further back on this side. So does this grill move at all? It doesn't. I'm just pointing out some obvious things here. This grill's in here real good. These lights are in here real good. This lower bumper's on here real good. Nothing's loose. You don't have to worry about any of those things. Is this a bug or so? Small nick right there as well. Folks, it's really difficult to sit and tear apart a 1989 Ferrari and pick out chips and stuff. Again, it's my job, and I don't want to do it. But again, I'm attempting to bring you folks into celebrity cars here so you can get up and close and personal with this Ferrari like I am right now. So we do our best to bring you here. So maybe you don't want to get on a plane and you just want it sent to your house over in East Jabib somewhere, and that's fine. So all here is fabulous. This lower down here is in great shape. Here I see no scratches, and here I see no scratches. This is all very even. I see a really small chip right here, Quincy. This reflector over here is in beautiful shape. This entire fender. We'll get back up. We'll go to the center of the bonnet, if you will, in just a few minutes. If you observe the front wheel and tire here on the passenger side, there's zero curb rash, and it's in beautiful shape. All the bolts are there. I spent a couple minutes before we filmed making sure that this was clean down here. There was a little bit of tar on the other side from just some normal driving. So I cleaned that up, and then I came over here, and this lower back black portion down here is in great shape. I did notice this on the bottom of the doors on both sides. See the chip and a little bit of, I don't want to call it bubbling, it's just paint hopping off the car, if you will. It's a little rough along here. It might be some minor, very minor rust, but it's just really paint that is leaving the bottom of the car down here. Nothing's jumping out at me that it's rust. It's just unhappy paint down there, getting ready to do other things, I would presume. Same thing as here. This could be just opening on the car door and maybe hitting something on the way out over its lifetime. There's a small chip right here. Sorry, Quincy, to keep you running around. I think that's just crud. That's nothing. Okay. Working my way down here. Just a little blip in the black paint right there. The red showing back up right underneath the door panel right there. The rest of it's all solid black. This is all in wonderful shape. All of this right here. Working my way all the way through here. This is all nice. There's no scratches or chips or anything. No scratches or chips or anything. Every once in a while I'll see a small mark in the clear coat. That's just from a rag or from grabbing this or whatever. This car was not fully detailed when it came in here. This is kind of a car that's been kept in a collection, nice and clean its whole life. And it's, I don't know if it's ever been out in the environment before. I'm sure it has at some point, but it's just pretty super clean, folks. This whole rear quarter back here is all in great shape. This is all good, and this down here is all good. This rear wheel and tire in great shape. Let's see. This glass, the louvers, all along here that my eyes can see, this is all great. And again, every once in a while I'll see a small mark in the clear coat, which, it just needs to be polished and all that stuff would disappear. Okay, we're gonna stay down here. Why not? And I'm getting a real good look at the back end of the car here, all the way down on the ground. There's a shielding down here. It's all in one piece. It's not all banged up. It's all in good shape. It's not rusting. It's not doing anything bad. The exhaust tips are great. This whole black portion back here is awesome. Once again, the exhaust tips back here. This whole grate is nice and straight. There's barely a mark on it. The red up along here, this is all beautiful. The black insert in the middle here is all in great shape. Working my way up. The top sill of this bumper here is beautiful. I don't think there's one chip in it. Got to do a little cleaning down there in that hole, but other than that. And all of this area, these rear tail lights are in beautiful condition. Beautiful. All of this is fabulous back here. Nothing. Awesome. All right, let's just continue around the corner, work our way up the driver's side. This is some crud. That's just some crud. This is all in good shape here. That's just some crud. All perfect. Perfect, perfect. Again, up here, I'll see a little bit of those light marks in the clear coat. Nothing needs to be fixed or repaired. You just need to spend some time with some polish and you're in good shape. This is all great. This is terrific. Sorry? What'd I do? The wheel. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, a rear wheel, driver's side is beautiful. Thank you. This just needs to be cleaned. The inside of the window, I think it's got a couple little spots on it, but you know, nothing wrong there. Believe it or not, this is right along here is just actually when we're finished filming, I might even grab some polish myself and just you know, shine up this area right here, folks. There's nothing wrong. Even this little black around, this is great. Just a little polish is needed. All this is beautiful. I do see Quincy over my right shoulder. Sorry, two small ones, folks. Real small, right there, here, maybe there. No, just here and there. Very slight. This is just from getting in and out of the car. I don't even think this hit a garage door or anything. Doors open and close real nice. Everything lines up real nice. Okay, now, I'm glad I noticed it over there on the passenger side door, and I'd like to share with you over here on this side too. Quincy, can you stay up here? Thanks. And come all the way down to the ground. Same situation over, wow, my hand gets so damn dirty so fast. Same situation over here with the lower portion of the door. Folks, this just looks like paint just separating. I'm not calling rust. I'm just not. I guess if this was unprotected for long and you're driving it out in the rain and stuff like that, it would become rust. But this is just some paint chips right here. I see a little bit of overspray on this lower portion down here. I'm not sure if it came that way or not. I don't know how these cars are built. But I'll tell you what, there's really no signs to me that, you know, this car's been painted or anything, but it's been around for a while, so, you know, who knows? You're going along for the ride with me, folks. All down here, this just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. This black is solid. There's no bumps or bubbles in any of this black down here. It's just the bottom of both doors on both sides. It's very minor, and you really have to crawl all the way down here in order to see it. Okay, back up to the upper portion of the door. It's wonderful. This is wonderful. Side mirror is good. This glass is good. Once again, just needs a little cleaning. Sorry, I missed some of this. It's so red. This car is so red. You try to. It's so red. All right. Small chip right there in the wheel well. Well, no cadence in the wheel well. Just pointing it out to you. All this is great. And here's your front driver's side wheel and tire. In fabulous shape. My eyes are back up here onto the fender. Really small mark right there. Another who cares. Well, you might, but these are too small, folks. In order to get pretty much a 328 in better condition than this requires an entire full restoration, or go find one with no miles on it that's been sitting in a bubble for a long time, because it's very difficult. All down here is good. This is all good. Pretty darn cool. Okay, back up here to the main hood. The bonnet up here, folks, this is in beautiful shape. Every once in a while I move my head back and forth and I see the reflection of the skylights and so on and so forth, I might see a little clear coat mark. that, again, can be easily be polished out. Okay, while we're here, let's look at the top of the dashboard. I see a couple bumps going on this center console thing here, or the up here on the dash. I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's nice and smooth the rest of the way, just a couple bumps there. The whole top surface of the dash is beautiful, folks. The air vents, there's no cracks up here. The connection between the glass and the car and the dash is all nice and clean all the way around. There's no crud or buildup or decay or anything going on in there. And the hood, this is the exact same story as everywhere else on the car. There's no, coke, there's no dings, there's no acorns, there's no hail damage, there's no nothing except for just a couple little marks from microfiber towels, from time. But I can touch this and I can feel the fact that it needs a clay bar and a polish and all these things, and Lord knows when the last time it was done. So this, I almost want to do the whole car by myself because I want to see how it changes. But hey, we were kind of sort of told to leave it alone. So we're leaving it alone. This is for you to play with when you get it home, I guess. This whole rear portion of the car, exact same story as the rest. If I see a chunk or a chip or a heavy scratch, I'd be telling you about it. I don't. It's all in great shape. This whole cone here is good. I do see a couple slight marks. That's just from cleaning. Again, polish will fix it right up. This rear louver here is all in great shape. Every once in a while, I'll see a slight mark on it, but from just doing that, I think all of them will wipe off. This whole cavity in here and that rear glass back there is all in great shape. Same story here, same story here. Well, I don't have anything else to discuss. This little spoiler back here is in surprisingly good shape. Nice and black, no chips or chunks taken out of it, and I don't even see a scratch. So that's awesome. Did we talk about the windshield, Quincy? The windshield, folks, is a normal windshield. Every once in a while, I'll see a little itty-bitty mark. There's one right there. Super small. This is just all extremely normal and in much better shape than I thought it would be. Okay, let's pop the bonnet and the rear trunk. I'm going to do this over here. You can stay right there, Quincy. I'll pop this one here. To see the power plant here in the GTB. Little trunk space. I haven't looked in here, Quincy, yet. This is, wow. Doesn't look like the 512 we had. Wow, awesome. This trunk space back here, all of this leather, the zipper here, all of this is in terrific shape. Look at this, crazy. That's incredible condition, folks. If you're watching this video for the first time, you've never seen one of these particular Ferraris. It's an 80s Ferrari, folks. Look at this. So it's incredible. All right, close this up. Good. Okay, in the front. I did see this earlier, and this is just as awesome. Look how clean that is. Wow. Okay. Also, if you see this, what I'm doing right here, I'm not really sure if that shock is supposed to hold up this hood or not. Clearly it's not, so just so you know. All right. Down we go. Folks, look at this interior. Center console, tan leather. Bug, crud. This is an amazing condition. I've been quiet for 15 seconds so my eyes can look over this. Center console is in amazing condition. All the buttons Every single one of them, from your parking lights to your defroster to high beams, air conditioning, all that stuff. It's delightful to look at this. Your shifter, it's approaching new. It's really, really sharp, all the way down. I'm over here at the driver's seat, and I spend a lot of time looking at you don't have to come over here, Quincy, because there's nothing to look at. How awesome is that? I always, in every single car that we do, I focus on these bolsters of getting in and out of the car for the condition. And there's little to no wear on this seat. I mean, yeah, you can tell people have gotten in and out of it, but there's not a mark. Every seam is beautiful. Even the park brake over here and the leather around the park brake is in great shape. And this carpet is just beautiful. Amazing shape. Amazing shape all the way around. Inside the door jamb here is absolutely beautiful as well. You want to switch spots there, Quincy? Did you see anything dramatic over here? Nope, I didn't think so. Excuse me. Oh, okay, well, I got a little blip in the rug over here. Did you get that? Could you see that? The little crud in the... Well, give us a call if this bugs you too much here. It just looks like a little crud in it. Wait a minute. I just make that go away? No? Okay, whatever. We'll get a good look at that. That's the only thing over here that I see that bugs me a little bit is that somebody spilled a little something over here, but I'm pretty sure that could come out. Yeah, so the passenger seat over here is just as nice as the driver's seat. It's crazy. Oh, cool. This little leather pocket over here. Wonder how long hold this vehicle was in there. There's no date on it. I'll take this with me. You don't need that. Okay. All down here. This is just... I didn't even get a chance to look at the dash while I was over there. I'm going to come back over. We're going to look at the dash. All behind the seats. This particular sill back here with the different material on it is beautiful. I did notice, Quincy, you can stay right there. If you could look up on the headliner right there. Right above your head, folks, there's just a little itty-bitty mark in the headliner. I'm not sure if that will come out or not. I don't know what that was that created that. It's really minor. I'm just pointing it out because I'd seen it. I'm going to hop in so I can look at this dashboard. I didn't even look at the doors either. Jeez, there's so much to look at. Look at this. Look at that. This is beautiful. Dashboard. When we get outside and we go for a lap around the block, we're going to be able to see this just a little bit better with the sunlight shining down. And I'll report back to you on the condition of the direct gauges and so on and so forth. But this is fun. This is something I'll look back on 10 years from now that I got to sit in one of these and I got to look over one that is in just absolutely outstanding shape. This car is in beautiful, beautiful shape. Crazy. Okay. Well, we've looked in the trunk. The front bonnet. We looked at the engine compartment. Man, Quincy, did you get? Do you mind coming back up? Did you get this the door tag? Did you buzz by that? Just buzz by that so everybody, it's got the, VIN number on it. It's got, a bunch of codes on it and all that kind of stuff. Show the people at home that. I appreciate it. Well, I mean, I think if I were the boss around here, I'd be like, yeah. No, you don't drive it now. You just leave it. To risk any, big chips or scratches or anything like that, I'd just say park it. I don't even think we should drive it. But wow. The car shows 11,200 and some miles. So guess what? We're going to drive it. All right, hold on a minute. Let me show you something here. Let's make sure these work. This is important. Oh, yes. No buzzes, no noises. I don't even hear them functioning. Completely silent. Okay, it's my turn to drive. We'll be right back. Folks, as promised, we're out in the 1989 328 GTB. Power windows work good. I just made them go up. We didn't look at the windows, the side windows, the whole time. I see they need to be cleaned a little bit, but both power windows work just fine. I see the clock is working. Oil pressure seems good. Looks like we're reading what we have a little bit of gas left. Temperature gauge, all these cool. There's dials and gauges everywhere. 11,229 it shows on the odometer. And this thing runs like a charm already. We have the air conditioner on. It's about 105 outside. The air conditioning is not that impressive. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But it does work. And maybe it works just a little bit better when you're driving it down the road. But I can't really get it to... Oh, hey, oh. All right, well, we're going to leave it on for... Nah, no, we're not. We're going to turn it down. I'm going to crank down the volume of this just a little. Oh, I didn't do that right at all. Okay, here we go. Fancy little old school buttons here. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's running. And it runs awesome. Okay, clutch is in, first gear, off we go. Jeez. Brakes, 3, 2, 1. The tires didn't even lock up. I'm just gonna keep driving. Totally gonna geek out right now. I'll try not to geek out for you Ferrari people. I'm gonna say it one more time. It'll be the 6th time I've ever said it in about 400 Celebrity Cars videos. You gotta come see this car. Must see to believe. If the sales guys are nice enough to allow you to drive it, great. You better be pretty fancy though, because this is about as nice as you can get. I'm going over speed bumps right now. I didn't even feel them. It's the first light though. Okay, nobody's coming. I'm not stopping. Off we go. 2nd gear. Oh no, I'm in 1st gear. 2nd gear. Right turn signal. I'm in 5th gear. I'm gonna go down to 2nd. Turn signal works just fine. The steering is perfection. Do a little cul-de-sac here. Kind of yank it around a little bit, see if it makes any noises or does anything weird. Stalls. Back into 1st gear. Clutch is out. 2nd. And 6. Sorry, and 5. 5 gears, 5 speed. Left turn. Turn signal's on. I'm in neutral, clutch is in. Back in the 1st. Well, one of the sales guys got to drive this the day it came in. And he came in like I do, because I get pretty excited about cars. He came in like I do a lot and said, wow, wait till you drive this thing. It's such a nice driver. No joke. This is about as nice as you can get. I can't see how you'd find a nicer one. I just don't, especially the driving aspect of this car and how perfect it is and how good it feels to drive. It's just insane. Folks, I'm just pulling right back into the showroom today. Actually, no, I'm not. We're just going to park right here for a second. Folks, I don't... I'm very lucky. This is about as nice as you can get. 702-818-1031. Give the guys a call. All your questions, have them all ready to go. We'll get the service records out, and hopefully you've read all about this at celebritycars.com. The air conditioning is still working. It's just still not very impressive, just so you know. But other than that, this is just an amazing ride. I'm not playing with the radio. I'm just going to leave it all alone. Old school Kenwood system in there. This is just too cool. Folks, we'll see you next time. Thanks.